Colonel Sanders. Introduction. Welcome to the fascinating story of Colonel Harland Sanders, the man behind one of the most iconic global brands, Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. Tonight, as you prepare to unwind and relax, let us journey through the life of a man who turned hardships into triumphs and transformed a small roadside diner into a worldwide culinary empire. Colonel Sanders' story is one of resilience, innovation, and an unrelenting drive to succeed, no matter the odds. Born on September 9, 1890, in a small farmhouse in Henryville, Indiana, Harland David Sanders began life in modest circumstances. His early years were marked by struggles, as he lost his father at the tender age of 6 and had to grow up quickly to support his family. These formative years taught him the value of hard work and self-reliance, traits that would define his character and drive his future endeavors. But Harland Sanders was no ordinary man. His path to success was neither straightforward nor easy. He worked a variety of jobs throughout his life, from a farmhand to a streetcar conductor, a soldier to a fireman, and even a lawyer. Each job came with its own set of challenges, and each failure provided him with invaluable lessons that shaped his determination to keep moving forward. It wasn't until later in life, after decades of struggles and setbacks, that Sanders discovered his true calling in the kitchen. His love for cooking and his unwavering belief in the quality of his fried chicken led him to create a recipe that would become a global sensation. The secret blend of 11 herbs and spices, developed through years of experimentation and passion, became the foundation of his legacy. Colonel Sanders didn't just create a recipe, he revolutionized the food industry. His innovative use of a pressure cooker to fry chicken faster and more consistently paved the way for modern fast food. He was a pioneer in franchising, traveling thousands of miles to promote his brand and signing deals with restaurant owners who believed in his vision. Yet, Sanders' story is not just about business success. It is also about persistence in the face of adversity. By the time he was 65, Sanders had faced numerous rejections and failures. But instead of giving up, he embraced his age and experience, donning his now famous white suit and black string tie to embody the persona of the Colonel. With his unique charisma and relentless drive, he became the face of a brand that continues to thrive today. Colonel Sanders' life is a testament to the power of perseverance and the belief that it is never too late to achieve greatness. From humble beginnings to becoming a global icon, his journey offers valuable lessons for anyone who dreams of overcoming obstacles and leaving a lasting impact. So, as you relax and listen to this inspiring tale, let the life of Colonel Sanders remind you that success is not a straight path. It is a journey filled with challenges, opportunities, and moments of growth. May his story inspire you to keep pursuing your dreams, no matter where you are in life. Let us begin. Early life and the beginning of hardships. Harland David Sanders was born on September 9, 1890, in a small farmhouse in Henryville, Indiana. The eldest of 3 children, he grew up in a family of modest means. His father, Wilbur David Sanders, was a hard-working farmer who earned a living through manual labor. His mother, Margaret Ann Sanders, managed the household, providing a nurturing environment despite their limited resources. Life for young Harland took a tragic turn when his father suddenly passed away in 1896. Harland was only 6 years old at the time, and the loss of the family's primary breadwinner plunged them into financial hardship. To make ends meet, his mother took on work at a local tomato canning factory, leaving Harland to take care of his younger siblings, Clarence and Martha. This sudden responsibility forced Harland to mature quickly, stepping into the role of caretaker at an age when most children are still carefree. It was during these formative years that Harland learned the basics of cooking. With his mother often away at work, he took charge of preparing meals for his family. This early exposure to the kitchen sparked a lifelong passion for cooking, though he could not have imagined at the time that it would one day define his legacy. Despite his efforts to help the family, their struggles persisted. Harland's mother eventually remarried, but the relationship was strained. Harland and his stepfather often clashed, creating a tense and sometimes volatile home environment. This discord led Harland to leave school at the age of 12 to work full-time, contributing to the household income and seeking independence from the difficulties at home. Over the next few years, Harland took on various jobs to support himself. He worked as a farmhand, laboring under the hot sun and learning the value of perseverance. He also worked as a streetcar conductor, navigating the bustling streets of New Albany, Indiana. Each job, though physically demanding and often low-paying, instilled in him a sense of resilience and a willingness to adapt to different challenges. Despite the hardships, Harland maintained a sense of curiosity and a desire to improve his circumstances. He was known for his resourcefulness and determination, traits that would serve him well in the years to come. Even in his early life, Harland Sanders demonstrated an extraordinary ability to rise above adversity, finding ways to survive and thrive despite the odds stacked against him. As you reflect on this chapter of Colonel Sanders' life, let it remind you of the strength that can be found in perseverance. His early years were filled with challenges that might have discouraged others, but Harland saw them as opportunities to grow. This resilience would become the foundation of his success, guiding him through the many twists and turns of his remarkable journey. Youth and the many professions. As Harland Sanders moved into his teenage years, he embarked on a journey that would take him through a diverse range of professions, each one adding a layer to his understanding of hard work, resilience, and adaptability. These formative years were marked by trial and error, a relentless pursuit of better opportunities, and a growing sense of purpose that would one day define his legendary career. Leaving school and entering the workforce. At just 12 years old, Harland Sanders left school to take on full-time work. His decision was not driven by a lack of ambition but by necessity. His family's financial struggles required everyone to contribute, and Harland stepped up to the challenge with the same determination that would characterize his later life. His first job was as a farmhand, where he worked long hours under the scorching sun for minimal pay. Despite the grueling conditions, Harland embraced the work, learning the importance of discipline and persistence. These lessons stayed with him, shaping his character and fortifying his resolve to build a better life. A life on the rails. By the age of 16, Harland had moved on to a new adventure as a laborer for the Southern Railway. Here, he took on the demanding task of stoking locomotive engines, shoveling coal to keep the trains running. The work was physically taxing, but it provided him with a steady income and a sense of independence. During this time, Harland developed a fascination with the world of railroads. The camaraderie among workers and the rhythmic movement of the trains ignited his curiosity about the broader world beyond his small-town roots. However, this chapter of his life was not without its challenges. The job required long hours, often in harsh conditions, but it also instilled in him an appreciation for teamwork and the value of collective effort. A soldier's duty. In 1906, at the age of 16, Harland lied about his age to enlist in the United States Army. Though his time in the military was brief, it was an experience that left a lasting impression on him. Stationed in Cuba, Harland served as a private, performing routine duties and observing the structured discipline of military life. The Army exposed him to a world of order and hierarchy, which contrasted sharply with the chaotic environment of his earlier years. After completing his service and receiving an honorable discharge, Harland returned to civilian life, carrying with him a newfound sense of discipline and responsibility. These qualities would prove invaluable as he navigated the unpredictable path of his future endeavors. A series of traits and trials. Over the next 2 decades, Harland Sanders explored a wide variety of professions, each one adding a unique dimension to his growing skill set. He worked as a blacksmith's apprentice, a steamboat operator, and even a streetcar conductor. In each role, he faced challenges that tested his patience and determination. Some jobs lasted only a few weeks, while others provided longer-term stability, but none offered the sense of fulfillment he craved. One of the more notable chapters during this period was Harland's brief career as a lawyer. After taking correspondence courses in law, he passed the bar exam in Little Rock, Arkansas, and began practicing law. However, his legal career was short-lived. A courtroom altercation with a client led to his departure from the profession, teaching Harland an important lesson about managing his temper and maintaining professionalism. Finding his way in business. By the 1920s, Harland had settled into a role as a salesman, traveling across the country to sell insurance policies, tires, and other products. These jobs required charisma, persistence, and a deep understanding of people's needs. Harland excelled in these roles, honing his communication skills and building relationships that would later serve him well in his entrepreneurial pursuits. Despite his success as a salesman, Harland yearned for stability and a chance to create something of his own. This longing led him to open a service station in Corbin, Kentucky, where he began to explore his true passion, cooking. The small kitchen at the back of the station became his laboratory, where he experimented with recipes and served meals to hungry travelers. This venture marked the beginning of Harland's transition from a jack-of-all-trades to a master of one. Lessons from a diverse career. Harland Sanders' youth and early career were characterized by relentless exploration and adaptability. Each job, no matter how brief or challenging, taught him valuable lessons about resilience, resourcefulness, and the importance of hard work. These experiences, while varied, laid the groundwork for the entrepreneurial spirit that would later define his life. As you reflect on this chapter of Harland Sanders' journey, consider the power of persistence and the willingness to embrace new opportunities. His diverse career path serves as a reminder that every experience, no matter how small, can contribute to a larger purpose. Let his story inspire you to approach life's challenges with courage and an open mind, knowing that the road to success is often paved with unexpected detours. The birth of Kentucky Fried Chicken. A new chapter begins. By the 1930s, Harland Sanders had experienced more professions and challenges than most people encounter in a lifetime. From soldier to salesman, lawyer to locomotive fireman, his life had been marked by resilience and adaptability. But it was during this decade, while running a service station in Corbin, Kentucky, that he discovered his true calling, cooking. This passion would not only change his life but also revolutionize the food industry, leading to the creation of Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. From service station to kitchen. In 1930, Sanders opened a Shell service station in Corbin, located along U.S. Route 25. While his primary business was selling gasoline, he quickly recognized an opportunity to cater to the needs of hungry travelers. Drawing on his love for cooking, Sanders began preparing meals in a small kitchen behind the station. He offered a simple menu featuring country-style dishes such as fried chicken, ham, and biscuits. The meals were hearty, affordable, and cooked with care, earning him a reputation among locals and travelers alike. Sanders' decision to expand into food service was born out of necessity. The Great Depression had left many struggling to make ends meet, and Harland was no exception. Diversifying his business by offering home-cooked meals allowed him to supplement his income and build a loyal customer base. Word of mouth spread quickly, and soon, people were stopping at the station not just for gas but for a taste of Sanders' cooking. Perfecting the fried chicken recipe. Fried chicken was already a beloved dish in the southern United States, but it was time-consuming to prepare. Traditional methods required long frying times, making it difficult to serve quickly to a growing number of customers. Sanders saw this as an opportunity to innovate. He experimented tirelessly with different cooking techniques, determined to create a fried chicken that was both delicious and efficient to prepare. In the early 1940s, Sanders discovered the pressure cooker, a device primarily used for steaming vegetables. He realized that by modifying the pressure cooker, he could fry chicken faster while retaining its moisture and flavor. This breakthrough significantly reduced cooking time, allowing Sanders to serve freshly prepared chicken to his customers in a fraction of the time. The pressure-fried chicken was crispy on the outside, tender on the inside, and seasoned with a unique blend of spices that became his signature. The famous 11 herbs and spices were the result of years of experimentation. Sanders meticulously crafted the blend, ensuring that each ingredient complemented the others to create a perfectly balanced flavor. The recipe, kept a closely guarded secret, became the cornerstone of his brand and remains one of the most iconic elements of KFC to this day. The Sanders Court and Cafe. As demand for his cooking grew, Sanders expanded his operations. In 1937, he built a larger kitchen and dining area next to the service station, naming it the Sanders Court and Cafe. The establishment became a popular stop for travelers, offering not only great food but also comfortable accommodations. Harland's attention to detail and commitment to quality earned him recognition far beyond Corbin. The Sanders Court and Cafe thrived throughout the 1940s, but the success did not come without challenges. A devastating fire in 1939 destroyed much of the property, forcing Sanders to rebuild from scratch. Undeterred, he used the setback as an opportunity to improve the restaurant, incorporating modern facilities and expanding the dining area. His resilience in the face of adversity became a defining trait of his entrepreneurial spirit. Recognition and the birth of a brand. In 1939, Sanders received the honorary title of Colonel from the Governor of Kentucky in recognition of his contributions to the state's cuisine and hospitality industry. While the title was purely ceremonial, Sanders embraced it wholeheartedly, incorporating it into his persona and brand. He began wearing a white suit and black string tie, a look that would later become synonymous with Kentucky Fried Chicken. As the popularity of his restaurant grew, Sanders began to see the potential for expansion. He believed that his fried chicken recipe could be successful beyond Corbin, but the traditional restaurant model posed limitations. The idea of franchising licensing his recipe to other restaurant owners in exchange for a percentage of sales offered a solution. It was a revolutionary concept at the time, and Sanders was eager to explore its possibilities. The first franchise deal. In 1952, Sanders struck his first franchise deal with Pete Harmon, a restaurant owner in Salt Lake City, Utah. Harmon, impressed by the quality and efficiency of Sanders' fried chicken, agreed to feature it on his menu. To distinguish the product, Harmon suggested branding it as Kentucky Fried Chicken, a name that emphasized its southern roots and set it apart from other fried chicken offerings. The partnership was a resounding success. Harmon's restaurant saw a significant increase in sales, and Kentucky Fried Chicken quickly became a local favorite. Encouraged by this success, Sanders began traveling across the United States, pitching his franchise concept to restaurant owners. With his pressure cooker and spice blend in tow, he personally demonstrated the cooking process and convinced potential partners of the product's value. Building a nationwide brand. Sanders' commitment to quality and authenticity was key to his success as a franchisor. He insisted that franchisees adhere strictly to his cooking methods and use the proprietary spice blend. This consistency ensured that customers could enjoy the same high-quality chicken, no matter where they were. By the late 1950s, Kentucky Fried Chicken had grown into a recognizable brand with dozens of locations across the country. Sanders, now in his 60s, showed no signs of slowing down. He continued to personally oversee franchise operations, traveling thousands of miles each year to support his partners and promote the brand. His tireless efforts earned him a reputation as both a savvy businessman and a passionate advocate for his product. The birth of a legacy. The birth of Kentucky Fried Chicken marked the beginning of an enduring legacy. Harland Sanders' journey from a roadside cook to the face of a global brand is a testament to the power of perseverance, innovation, and an unwavering belief in one's vision. His commitment to quality and authenticity not only revolutionized the fast food industry but also set a standard for generations of entrepreneurs to follow. As you reflect on this chapter of Colonel Sanders' story, let it remind you that success is often the result of countless small steps, fueled by passion and persistence. His journey from the kitchen of a small service station to the creation of an international culinary empire is a powerful example of what can be achieved with determination and a willingness to embrace innovation. The challenge and triumph of franchising. Recognizing the potential of franchising. By the early 1950s, Harland Sanders had developed a recipe for fried chicken that was not only delicious but also revolutionary. His use of the pressure cooker, combined with his secret blend of 11 herbs and spices, had transformed a classic Southern dish into a unique product that could be prepared quickly without sacrificing quality. However, Sanders realized that his success in Corbin, Kentucky, was limited by the constraints of a single location. If he wanted to expand his vision, he needed a new strategy, and franchising provided the perfect solution. The first franchise deal. In 1952, Sanders made his first franchising breakthrough with Pete Harmon, a restaurant owner in Salt Lake City, Utah. Harmon's restaurant was already successful, but he was intrigued by Sanders' fried chicken and saw its potential to attract even more customers. The partnership was born, and Harmon's restaurant became the first to feature Kentucky Fried Chicken on its menu. To differentiate the product, Harmon suggested branding it as Kentucky Fried Chicken, emphasizing its southern roots and unique flavor profile. Hitting the road. Buoyed by the success of the Salt Lake City franchise, Sanders set out on a mission to expand his brand. At the age of 65, he hit the road with little more than a pressure cooker, bags of spices, and an unwavering determination to promote Kentucky Fried Chicken. Traveling across the United States, Sanders personally pitched his concept to restaurant owners, often cooking samples of his fried chicken to demonstrate its appeal. Sanders' approach was as straightforward as it was effective. He would enter a restaurant, prepare his chicken for the owner and staff, and let the product speak for itself. If they were impressed, he would propose a franchising agreement, allowing them to feature Kentucky Fried Chicken on their menu in exchange for a small fee per chicken sold. This grassroots method of building his brand required immense effort, but it also allowed Sanders to establish personal relationships with his franchisees, fostering a sense of trust and shared purpose. Building a nationwide network. As more restaurant owners joined the franchise, Kentucky Fried Chicken began to gain national recognition. By the late 1950s, Sanders had signed dozens of franchise agreements, and his signature fried chicken was being served in restaurants across the country. The consistency of the product was key to its success. Sanders insisted that all franchisees follow his precise cooking methods and use the proprietary spice blend, ensuring that customers could enjoy the same high-quality chicken no matter where they were. Sanders' dedication to quality extended beyond the kitchen. He frequently visited franchise locations to ensure that standards were being maintained and to offer guidance and support to his partners. His hands-on approach earned him the respect and loyalty of his franchisees, many of whom saw him not just as a business partner but as a mentor and friend. Overcoming challenges. The rapid expansion of Kentucky Fried Chicken was not without its challenges. As the brand grew, Sanders faced increasing competition from other fast food chains, including McDonald's and Burger King. These companies were pioneers in the emerging fast food industry, emphasizing speed and convenience. Sanders recognized that his product's unique flavor and authenticity were its greatest strengths, and he worked tirelessly to differentiate Kentucky Fried Chicken from its competitors. Another challenge was the logistical complexity of managing a growing network of franchisees. Ensuring consistency across dozens, and later hundreds, of locations required meticulous planning and organization. Sanders' insistence on maintaining high standards sometimes led to friction with franchisees who were more focused on cutting costs or increasing profits. However, his unwavering commitment to quality ultimately ensured the brand's reputation for excellence. The sale of KFC. By the early 1960s, Kentucky Fried Chicken had grown into a nationwide phenomenon, with over 600 franchise locations. However, managing the business had become increasingly demanding, and Sanders, now in his 70s, began to consider the future of the brand. In 1964, he made the difficult decision to sell the company to a group of investors for $2 million. The sale marked the end of Sanders' direct involvement in the management of KFC, but it also ensured the brand's continued growth. The new owners expanded the company's operations, opening new locations and introducing innovations such as bucket meals and advertising campaigns that solidified KFC's place in the fast food industry. Sanders remained the brand's iconic figurehead, appearing in commercials and public events to promote the company he had built. A lasting legacy. The franchising model that Sanders pioneered not only transformed Kentucky Fried Chicken into a global brand but also set a standard for the fast food industry. His relentless drive, innovative spirit, and commitment to quality continue to inspire entrepreneurs around the world. Today, KFC operates in over 150 countries, serving millions of customers each year and remaining a testament to the vision of its founder. Conclusion. Colonel Sanders' journey into franchising was a bold and groundbreaking endeavor that redefined the food industry. His willingness to take risks, coupled with his passion for delivering a superior product, allowed him to create a brand that has stood the test of time. As you reflect on this chapter of his life, let it remind you that success often comes from embracing change, persevering through challenges, and staying true to your values. Colonel Sanders' story is a powerful example of how determination and innovation can turn a simple idea into a global legacy. Later years and legacy. A new role as brand ambassador. After selling Kentucky Fried Chicken in 1964, Colonel Harland Sanders found himself in a unique position. While he no longer owned the company, he remained its most recognizable figure. The new owners of KFC understood the value of Sanders' image and charisma and kept him on as the brand's ambassador. Donning his iconic white suit and black string tie, Sanders traveled extensively, appearing at grand openings, commercials, and public events. His role as the face of KFC allowed him to continue sharing his passion for quality cooking while leaving the day-to-day management of the business to others. Sanders took his duties as brand ambassador seriously, often inspecting franchise locations unannounced. His sharp eye for detail and commitment to excellence sometimes led to tension with franchisees who did not meet his high standards. Though he no longer had direct control over the business, Sanders never hesitated to voice his opinions about how his chicken should be prepared and served. Philanthropy and personal pursuits. With the financial security provided by the sale of KFC, Sanders turned his attention to philanthropy and personal interests. He and his wife, Claudia, established the Colonel Harland Sanders charitable organization, which supported various causes, including education, healthcare, and children's welfare. Sanders believed strongly in giving back to the community and often used his platform to promote charitable initiatives. Despite his busy schedule, Sanders found time to enjoy the simpler pleasures of life. He remained devoted to Claudia, who had been his steadfast partner throughout his journey. Together, they settled in Shelbyville, Kentucky, where they owned and operated Claudia Sanders' Dinner House, a restaurant that served many of the dishes Sanders had perfected over the years. The Dinner House became a popular destination for fans of his cooking and a testament to his enduring love for the culinary arts. Reflections on success and failure. As Sanders grew older, he often reflected on the ups and downs of his life. In interviews and public appearances, he shared stories of his struggles and triumphs, emphasizing the importance of perseverance and adaptability. He spoke candidly about the challenges he had faced, from losing his father at a young age to the countless rejections he encountered while building his franchise network. One of Sanders' most enduring messages was his belief that it is never too late to pursue your dreams. Having achieved global success in his 60s, he became a symbol of resilience and determination. His story resonated with people from all walks of life, inspiring them to embrace opportunities and overcome obstacles. A legacy beyond fried chicken. Colonel Sanders passed away on December 16, 1980, at the age of 90, leaving behind a legacy that extended far beyond the world of fast food. His name and image had become synonymous with quality, tradition, and innovation, and his life story continued to inspire entrepreneurs and dreamers worldwide. Today, KFC operates in more than 150 countries, serving millions of customers each day. The company's global reach and enduring popularity are a testament to Sanders' vision and the solid foundation he built. While KFC has evolved over the years, the core principles of quality and consistency that Sanders championed remain at the heart of the brand. In addition to his contributions to the food industry, Sanders' philanthropic efforts and personal values have left a lasting impression. His commitment to hard work, integrity, and community service serves as a reminder that success is about more than financial gain. It is about making a positive impact on the world. Conclusion. Colonel Harland Sanders' later years were a celebration of a life well lived. From his humble beginnings to becoming a global icon, his journey was one of perseverance, innovation, and unwavering belief in his dreams. As you reflect on his story, let it inspire you to pursue your passions, embrace challenges, and leave your own mark on the world. The legacy of Colonel Sanders reminds us that it is never too late to create something extraordinary, and that the values of hard work and kindness can resonate across generations. Legacy and cultural impact. A cultural icon. Beyond the business world, Colonel Sanders has become a cultural icon whose image transcends the realm of fast food. His white suit, black string tie, and genial demeanor are instantly recognizable symbols of hospitality and authenticity. Over the years, Sanders' likeness has been featured in countless advertisements, parodies, and artistic interpretations, cementing his place in popular culture. In the United States, Sanders is celebrated as a quintessential embodiment of the American dream. His story of overcoming adversity and achieving success later in life resonates with audiences across generations. For many, he represents the idea that perseverance and innovation can lead to greatness, regardless of one's age or circumstances. Globally, Sanders' image carries a sense of tradition and nostalgia. In countries as diverse as Japan, South Africa, and India, KFC has become a beloved brand, often adapting its menu to local tastes while maintaining the core elements of Sanders' original recipe. The brand's ability to balance global recognition with regional customization is a reflection of Sanders' belief in connecting with people through shared experiences and quality food. Influence on modern business practices. Colonel Sanders' approach to franchising and brand management has left an indelible mark on modern business practices. His emphasis on personal relationships with franchisees and his insistence on maintaining high standards set a precedent for the franchising industry. Many of today's successful franchises, from fast food to retail, owe their foundational principles to the model Sanders perfected. Moreover, Sanders' entrepreneurial spirit continues to inspire innovators across industries. His willingness to embrace change, take risks, and adapt to new challenges serves as a blueprint for success in an ever-evolving marketplace. Entrepreneurs often look to his story for lessons on resilience, customer focus, and the importance of building a strong brand identity. The commercialization of his image. One of the more controversial aspects of Sanders' legacy is the commercialization of his image. While Sanders himself embraced his role as the face of KFC, the brand has continued to use his likeness in advertising campaigns long after his passing. Some critics argue that these campaigns have diluted the authenticity of Sanders' persona, turning him into a caricature rather than honoring the real man behind the brand. Despite these criticisms, the use of Sanders' image has kept his story alive and relevant. By blending humor with tradition, KFC has managed to engage new generations of customers while celebrating the history of its founder. The balance between commercialization and legacy preservation remains a key challenge for the brand as it continues to evolve. A philanthropic spirit. Colonel Sanders' philanthropic efforts are an often overlooked but significant part of his legacy. Through the Colonel Harland Sanders charitable organization, he supported causes ranging from education to healthcare. His commitment to giving back to the community reflects his belief that success comes with a responsibility to help others. This spirit of generosity has influenced KFC's corporate social responsibility initiatives. From providing meals to those in need to supporting local communities, the company continues to honor Sanders' values through its charitable efforts. His legacy serves as a reminder that businesses can be a force for good, impacting lives beyond the products they sell. Conclusion and reflection. As we conclude the remarkable journey of Colonel Harland Sanders, we are left with the inspiring legacy of a man who turned adversity into opportunity and pursued his dreams with unyielding determination. From his humble beginnings in rural Indiana to becoming an international icon, Sanders' life is a testament to the power of perseverance, innovation, and faith in one's vision. Colonel Sanders faced numerous challenges throughout his life. He experienced personal and professional setbacks, endured financial hardships, and even had to reinvent himself multiple times. Yet, each obstacle became a stepping stone toward his ultimate success. His story reminds us that the road to achievement is rarely straightforward, and that resilience and adaptability are crucial traits for overcoming life's difficulties. At the heart of Sanders' legacy is his unwavering commitment to quality and authenticity. Whether he was perfecting his fried chicken recipe or building relationships with franchisees, Sanders believed in doing things the right way. This dedication to excellence not only set Kentucky Fried Chicken apart but also inspired countless others to approach their work with the same level of care and passion. Sanders' later years offer a poignant reminder that it is never too late to pursue your dreams. At an age when many people consider retiring, he was embarking on a new chapter, traveling the country to share his vision and building a brand that would stand the test of time. His story encourages us to embrace new opportunities, regardless of where we are in life, and to believe in the possibility of reinvention. Beyond his business success, Sanders' philanthropic efforts and personal values have left an enduring impact. His charitable work and commitment to community service highlight the importance of using success as a platform to make a positive difference in the world. His life serves as a powerful example of how ambition and compassion can coexist, creating a legacy that extends far beyond financial achievements. As you reflect on the life of Colonel Sanders, let his story inspire you to dream big, work hard, and remain true to your values. Success is not measured solely by material accomplishments but by the lives we touch and the impact we leave behind. Colonel Sanders' journey reminds us that it is never too late to pursue greatness and that with determination and heart, we can create a legacy that endures for generations. Thank you for joining this exploration of Colonel Sanders' extraordinary life. May his story encourage you to find your own path to success, embrace challenges with courage, and leave your own mark on the world.